Hola, mi gente. My name is Psycho. We're live. Another exciting episode of Down and Dirty with LSA. So we're about to get here with it. So if you guys haven't seen our other video that we just did this morning, we went live talking about the KWA QRS mod 1 and 2. So you guys need to check that out on the videos down below. But first, let's talk about who LSA is and what LSA is about. So LSA is a team, right? So obviously you guys can see who the teammates are. We have LSA on the line, but we will get them up and going because first I want to show you guys why we decided to do this for their video. So those of you guys that have seen that we actually do have an event page coming up in January 11th. It's right here. Boom. All right. It's called I'm going to butcher this one. So it's Contriviance. Okay. This is going to be January 11th. So they have been posting a lot of stuff. So we're going to get down and dirty with Jesse, who's on the line with us. Jesse, are you with me?
Hey, what's going on, Psycho? I'm here.
Oh, shoot. He's in my headset. All right, stand by. Let me see. All right, brother. You are live with Psycho here at Airsoft Revolutions 15's Down and Dirty. What's up, brother?
It's going, buddy. How you doing? How you doing tonight?
Good, man. We were supposed to get you on camera here, but you said that you're actually on your way to one of your teammates' houses, correct?
Yeah, I'll be there within like the next 5 minutes. Just got a lot of traffic going on at the lights, and we should be there like very soon. We're down the road. I'm actually heading over to Smoke's house. LSA Smoke.
LSA Smoke, and that's the guy with right here in the center, right? So let me click on his pictures here. All right. So NSA has been taking a lot of pictures. They've sent me these pictures so we can go through with them. And there it is. All right, cool. So we have the whole team here. You said that you were on your way to Smoke's house.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a reason why we call him Smoke?
He's kind of basically the whole meaning of this sign was he's a big Mortal Kombat fan, and there's a character on there known as Smoke, and that's always been his favorite character as well. And if you actually notice, he kind of plays the attributes of that character and the name in his play style when we're playing Airsoft at AR-15. He's here 1 second and he's somewhere else the next second, or like he's here 1 second, he's gone the next. So that's pretty much basically how he got that name. That was his call sign, was Smoke. LSA Smoke.
Let me see if I can pull up that picture of Smoke so everybody couldn't see who it is.
And if you notice, like his colors are usually always black or they're always all white. It's just that's his thing. That's him. That's Andro.
There he is. So he's got the white dye mask with the white shorts there and the black with the blue highlights, right? So is that a thing about your team of why you guys are like trying to color code, or like each person has their own colors?
For the most part, our team's basically black and white. We're trying to step out of the norm, out of the regular outfits and loadouts that you see in Airsoft. We're trying to kind of mix it up with a little bit of, swag, but also a little bit of tactical at the same time. We all still carry our chest rigs. We still carry our plate rigs, plate carriers, and belts and everything. But we're just kind of trying to be different, not be what is usually the norm for Airsoft criteria.
Right. All right.
And pretty much everybody does have their colors. Everybody has a certain color that they like to rep. Mike, for instance, is red. Smokes is usually white or black. Um, I think LSA Nice Guys his is also red. And Rabbits is yellow and black. So we're just kind of basically whatever's, that's not really a team thing. As for team uniform wise, it's black and white, and then our colors are whatever we like to accessorize on.
Right. So I have a few questions on YouTube here. It says, what does LSA stand for? These loadouts seem to look basic, speed softer look. And what is your basic loadout? Quotations. So, all
So mhm.
right, go for it. So,
LSA.
let's attack one at a time. All right.
Okay.
So first off, let's ask who. Right. So who is LSA and what does it stand for?
LSA is us. We're a team out of San Antonio, Texas. Basically, LSA is an acronym for Lone Star Airsoft. The full name of our team is Lone Star Airsoft of San Antonio, Texas, but that's just really long. So we cut it down and shortened it to LSA, and that's pretty much what we've done. And we liked it, we did it, and we ran with it. So uh, that's what we're gonna be known as pretty much, and that's what we're kind of known as throughout the community now is LSA. And so that's us. We're from Texas, we're from San Antonio. So what better than something with Lone Star in it? So Lone Star Airsoft is what it came down to.
Cool. So, why did you start playing airsoft? Because for those people that don't know who Jesse is, the guy that's on the actual phone with us, on he's not the leader. I was corrected apparently by some of the other teammates that say that LSA does not believe in a dictatorship. They believe more in a democracy to where everybody has a say. So I think that would be more like a socialism. But we're not going to get into politics, right? But as far as the team, Jesse is the person that's always like talking to me as far as what the team's going to be doing and what their plans and ideologies are. Other than after him, I think Smoke is next after talking about it. You got a few other teammates that have a lot of input into the team, right? But
Yeah,
for those of you guys that don't know Jesse, he was a paintballer first, right?
that's correct.
Were you a pro player, a semi player? Were you part of a team back then, or did you have your own team and then you decided, hey, you know what? Let me try airsoft. How did that work? How was that transition? And then
Uh,
we're gonna get into why there's no leader in the team.
This nigga was a professional. Sorry about that. So basically, I did start as a paintball player. I did go on to semi. I didn't go to semi pro. I didn't go to pro. I went to amateur and then semi. And um, so I went to semi pro. I used to be sponsored. I was on a team. We did have a team together. We were sponsored by Predator Paintball Park in Helotes, and we basically went to tournaments all over Texas. We did go to Florida. We went to NXL Cup. We went to NPPL, and so forth. But that was just, I guess, a part of my life that I experienced at that time, and I stopped playing for a long time. And I said, you know what? I want to get into something else, but paintball is just expensive. Paintball is really expensive compared to airsoft, compared to what we do now, and it's just basically how I transitioned over. So I did come from a speedball background. I did come from a tournament background, and I do incorporate a lot of that play into the way I play now, in our at AR-15 and everywhere else we play. And I guess that's kind of why people get some of the whole speed QB aspect from us is because I guess it's just our play style.
So still, you didn't answer the question. Why'd you come over to airsoft after being semi-pro, or you're sponsored? Like you had all this awesome stuff going on for you in paintball. If you're sponsored, I think in paintball, if you're sponsored, you're not really paying for much, if anything at all. You just show up and you represent your team, represent the people that are sponsoring you, and you play.
Okay,
So
yeah.
why go from something that was for sure to something that is something like airsoft, to where there is no sponsorship? And if there is, it's probably because you sold tons of product, from for that specific company, and then now you're stuck with that brand, and you can't really talk about other stuff. You know what I mean? So why come over to the airsoft side besides
Um,
cheaper?
so basically, so yeah, sorry I didn't get to. I got a little distracted here.
No, I got you. I got
Um,
you.
I'm actually just getting to Smoke's house right now. We're about to go in. So basically, we had a sponsorship. We had paint sponsors. We had tournament sponsors. And we had, jersey sponsors and so forth, but we did not have marker sponsors. And for those that have ever played paintball or come from that area or still do to now, like y'all know that their markers are really expensive. You have your low end, and then when it comes to the whole tournament area, you have your very high end markers, and that's just where um, that money was coming out of our pockets. So that money was coming out of our pockets. We got covered for everything else, tournament-wise, paint-wise, jersey-wise, but just marker-wise, we weren't. And then also, there was
There
actually a
you are.
change. There was a change in um, ownership at the paintball part that we played at. So when the change of ownership happened, a lot of the tournament practice, a lot of the tournament teams, everything went away, everything changed. And that's why there was kind of like a fallout of all the tournament teams at where we played at. So it went into a new ownership, and basically Sundays were meant for team practice, and that went away. So there was no more competition going on at our home field. And so that's kind of why we all left. Basically, our whole team went separate ways, and yeah, that's how it ended. That's how our era ended on paintball. And that's why I said, you know what, I wasn't doing anything anymore. I kind of didn't want to go into paintball anymore, and that's where I picked up on airsoft.
So
And
so
basically, the reason why I started airsoft was because of my team member slash cousin, LSA Smoke, and he's basically the reason why we played again, why I started playing again.
Okay, good question here. Oh, by the way, you are live now with your video, so
Oh,
so you can say hi to everybody. They can all see your face and your
how you
Texas
going? How's it
Rangers
going?
blue shirt there. All right, so real quick, so what's gonna keep LSA from falling apart like your paintball teams did?
So basically, the way I see it of us not falling apart, like you said, that's a good question. Is we're pretty much family here. LSA Smoke is my cousin, and Rabbit, LSA Rabbit, that's actually my brother. And Strange, LSA Strange, he's actually related to LSA Smoke's fiance, so or wife, right? Wife, sorry, wife. And so yeah, it's kind of all a family deal here. LSA Nice Guy, he's an old friend of LSA Smokes, and they go back a couple years and stuff. And he's honestly, he's one of us. He's like family to us as well now. Um, LSA Mondo, he's somebody that we just met this year actually. We just met him at AR-15. We recruited him from AR-15 when we played there. LSA Smoke is the one who found him and basically was eyeing him that day that they played. And we played with him again after that, and we saw his play style. We saw how he fit in with everybody and how he did. And yeah, so he's one of us now. Um, I think the difference that we have between other teams is that we're pretty much all family. Um, this is our outlet, this is our getaway, and I don't see us falling out anytime soon at all. So, um, Smoke, do you want to say something? We are live on camera, actually, on video.
Yeah, I'll say a few words. Hey, guys,
Hey, there's the
we're
champ. For those people that don't know, this is Smoke, aka Alejandro, also known as the new bragging rights champion. There, buddy. The
sir.
guy who wears the white dye mask.
Yes, sir. I just as you can tell, I'm not really the one to brag, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because I mean, you've been the champion for what, like 2 weeks?
2 weeks, and yeah, not a peep has been said for me about any of that.
Yeah, I don't think LSA's not really somebody that's gonna brag about our experiences, about our accomplishments. We just kind of roll with it, and we all know that, what we bring to the table and what LSA Smokes brings to the table and so forth. So it's just we're not really a bragging type of team. We
Humble.
humble, and we know what we can do. We know what we can bring.
Yeah, so we need to quit patting ourselves on the back and talk about LSA Day.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. I got a whole bunch of questions here. I know you guys
Oh,
want to get
we've got a
straight
bunch
to
of questions.
straight to business, right? So, I just want to make sure I cover, because I've had a lot of personal messages ever since I posted LSA Day, and then the subtitle would be contrivance, right? Did I say it right?
Yeah,
And for those of you guys that
contrivance.
say it again,
Contrivance.
contrivance. Okay,
Yeah.
so you want to tell everybody why contrivance?
Well, that's just basically a nice guy's band,
What does it
and
mean?
that's pretty much contrivance.
Yep,
He explained it. He explained it very well.
you forgot.
Basically, it's somebody that contrivance is supposed to be a German meaning. If I'm correct, what he said, it means somebody that's here. They came, they saw, they conquered, they came to get stuff done. So that's kind of why we wanted to name it LSA Day Contrivance, was because LSA, we came, we saw what we wanted to do, we saw what we want to become, and we're getting it done. And so that's why I think that was a good fit for our LSA Day event.
Okay, let me see. Let me jump around here. Um, okay, we'll go ahead and just talk about LSA Day, right? So LSA Day, um, for those of you guys that are new to AR-15, we what we like to do is we like to sponsor the team on doing an event. And now this event here is co-hosted by LSA. So that way, one, these guys can do a barbecue. They can start sending plates now as far as tickets. So that way they can raise money for either patches, like he said, jerseys, anything that they need for their team. If they're gonna go over to High Ground, or they're gonna go over to go compete at one of the events that they have, or compete at a milsim, or whatever it may be. Let's just say, for whatever reason, um, you know, for just for namesake, let's just say Smoke there doesn't have enough funds to get to the op or buy his ticket. Now they can use that money to purchase his ticket and whatnot, right? It's just for an example, right? So it's just something we've seen over the past couple of years that a lot of teams try to raise money, but it's really hard to raise money. So what AR-15 does again is we like to sponsor the team, and as far as them being able to host a full day of what they consider is their best 10 games, and then they can go ahead and we're going to play those best 10 games that they like, the best 10 games that they love, as far as that's the arena gameplay, right? And then on their side, how they raise money is, again, they buy plates, they have raffles. Is that right?
Yes,
So
sir.
so let's go ahead and get to your flyer here. Let me bring up your flyer so that way everybody can see um, exactly what I'm talking about. It should be under here, discussion. And all this stuff, guys, you guys can find on their Facebook page or Instagram app, right?
I'm sorry?
They can find everything on Instagram and on Facebook.
Yes, that's correct. Our Instagram is at Lone Star Airsoft underscore SATX
And you can find all of our separate Instagrams on the page.
as well. So under our main team page, we also have all our individual Instagram pages listed as well. You can also look us up on Facebook as well under Lone Star Airsoft of San Antonio. And for more information, personally, I would follow the Instagram just because of the way Facebook tends to be with pages. They kind of want to charge you for everything, so we try and focus and use our marketing towards our own personal pages and towards our Instagram.
Right.
So basically, if you want to find anything, follow us, or get any information for the event, you can go ahead and go on our Instagram pages.
Okay, so right now, I know you guys can see it right now, but right now I have pulled up the actual LSA flyer that you actually made with your graphics and stuff. It
Yes.
says here that the raffle tickets are only $5 each, or 5 for 20. You want to touch a little bit on the raffle tickets and what is it that you're raffling? Because it says here, yeah, they're $5 each or 5 for 20.
So what we're gonna be raffling is a series as a basically a number of prizes. We wanted to come up with stuff that I think the players at AR-15 and newcomers would enjoy and benefit from. The dye mask being one of them, because that's a lot of the new thing, the new era in airsoft and so forth is dye mask. You got more of the speed soft players that prefer some. You even have some of the Milsim players that prefer some dye mask as well. You get a full face coverage, protection, and plus they just look badass.
They don't fall.
And they don't fog. Yeah, that's one
That was
problem.
the best help.
That was one problem we had when we were wearing, the goggles and the face mask, was the fogging issues. And once we went dye, we pretty much never went back on that.
Piece of shit.
Throw that thing away. So, prize-wise, we have the Dye i5 that we're going to be giving away. We have an Ace-Tech Tracer unit with BBs.
With the G&G .20s or
Is it 0.20s or 0.25? I think it was 0.20s that we went with. We also have some Lancer gear or Vism gear. I know on the flyer it says Lancer, but it's either going to be Lancer or Vism. We have also, what else? Oh, the Walter BPQ gas blowback tac pistol. We're going to be giving that away as well as one of the main prizes.
Yeah, that's
too.
not on here actually.
It's not okay. So that's on the other one. Sorry, I had to remake the ad on the other page.
That's
but
okay,
That will
that's
be one
okay.
of the prizes there. That will be one of the prizes on there as well. And then we also are gonna be giving away an AR-15 all-day pass and a couple of bottles of BBs here and there throughout the day.
Nice.
Yeah. So the Lancer gear, it's gonna be either a plate carrier or a chest rig, and it's either
Color
gonna
of
be
your
from
choice.
Lancer or Vism. So far, we're leaning towards the Vism products just because that's something that we can get from AR-15 and they carry already in stock. So they have 3 colors: black, tan, and green. And I think we're gonna try and make it so that the person who wins can maybe pick their preferred color. Other than that, those are the raffle prizes. So you get either $5 a ticket, or you get $20, then you get a free ticket. So you
So it's like buy 4 get 1 free, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a good way to get people invested into one. Not only do they have really awesome prizes, guys, but it's also a great way to get more people to want to buy not just one ticket, but to get a lot of tickets, right? So what if you buy like 8 tickets? Do you get 2 free raffles? Because you got some of those people that want to take full advantage of your promotion, or is this for the first set?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, is this raffle like as far as let's say I buy 8 tickets, right? You buy 8 tickets, and am I gonna get 2 raffle tickets for free, or am I gonna get 1 raffle ticket because it's only for the first set of raffles that you buy?
So basically, it's for every $20 you get a free ticket.
Yeah.
You spend $20, you get a free ticket.
Wow.
So the other 3 extra tickets would most likely be individually as $5 still a piece. Now, if you were to buy 10 tickets, well, then you're paying for 8 tickets, getting 2 free.
Nice. So is there gonna be a cap? per player? Because I've had
Monthly.
some players, they come in with like two bills, and they're like, "Yo,
No,
give me these
sir,
many
no cap
tickets."
on how many tickets you could buy. You could buy as many as you like.
You can buy the whole row if you want. You can buy half the row. You can buy whatever you want. This is how much tickets we have to sell, so you can buy as many as you want.
Let me bring that up for you guys so they can see. Oh, that's not
Boom.
good.
Here's a die mask. Here's a pistol. Here's an Ace Tech unit. Here's some BBs.
It's all right there, and all 3 years for
Right
the low
there.
price.
All
Who
right,
doesn't
all
want
right.
a chance
So,
to win in the game?
let me see. I have now. Let's get to the live entertainment. Now this may be like the very first live music that we've ever had at any airsoft event, or not airsoft event, but Air 15 event. So, you want to talk about that as far as
We
live
can.
music and entertainment?
As far as that goes, that has to do with David, LSA Nice Guy. Um, that's basically how I met him through music, and you know, he's basically is a how do I put this? Their genre is a mixed style of hardcore and heavy metal, but I mean honestly, that's not. I don't really have too much info on that.
So,
And,
what other entertainment are you guys going to be doing besides live music?
Well, live music wise, he'll be they'll be playing some songs out of their band, out of their songs and
out
everything.
of their set list, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be doing some cover songs as well, maybe.
Yeah, they'll be doing cover songs, and I guess also in between the performances, because since LSA Nice Guy is one of the band members, he's the guitarist, right?
Yes.
He will be in and out, playing, and also getting some playtime in AR-15, and then also some playtime on stage as well. And throughout the days in between games, in between events or shows, basically, as you say, they'll be playing, regular music, other kinds of music, kind of like a DJing, I guess you could say.
He said he actually jumped on Facebook here, and he's like, "We will be playing all day, and we will have a DJ." So you guys are really pulling out all the stops when it comes to hosting an event.
Yeah. We also just want to mention real quick. We also have LSA Rabbit here with us today. Also.
All right, let me get you guys on camera here.
We're just trying to make
Hey,
this event fun
Hey,
for
how's it going, man?
what's up, brother?
non-airsofters and airsofters alike.
Right. I mean, you guys are really reaching out to a wide variety of not just players. I would have to say this is like an audience now that you're bringing in, because we haven't even talked about the food yet, right? Because most airsoft places, other than Air 15, because we bring in the brisket, we bring in all the we got sponsored by the world renowned champions from Poteet. You guys remember? I don't think you guys were around yet for the last celebration of AR-15 for the year anniversary.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, no, we had some brisket burgers, man. They it was delicious. All right, so let's talk about your food. Okay? So let's bring it up right here. It says here that you have street taco plates with beans for $6.
That's correct.
Okay. So tell us. Okay, let's pretend I don't know what a street taco is. Right. Let's just say I don't know what it is. Break it down for me. What is a street taco, and why should I buy a $6 plate of street tacos from LSA at LSA Days Contrivance?
So the reason we went with street tacos is it's a different item versus regular normal barbecue plate sales. We live in San Antonio. People in San Antonio love street tacos. They love taquitos. They like going down the street to the corner here and getting tacos from their favorite food truck and so forth. And who doesn't really like tacos?
So yeah, it's kind of hard to believe you don't know what a street taco is if you don't live in San Antonio.
I'm just saying, you never know. You run into that person that's like, "Yo, what do you mean, Psycho? I don't know who Psycho is." I'm like, "What the?" I'm like, "What? How do you not know who I am?" Like, boy,
Right.
you're about to find out now. Like, you'll never forget. I'm just kidding.
Right.
But
So basically, street tacos. It's gonna be a plate of 5 with a little cup of charro beans.
mhm.
It's gonna be 5 little taquitos about this big, street taco size, with either beef or chicken inside of them. You can get a mixture of them as you want to as well. It's gonna have cilantro, onions, some limes. I'm gonna have some salsa on the side, and it's gonna come with a little styrofoam cup of some borracho beans or charro beans. For those of people that don't prefer that, we are also gonna have sausage wraps
That's
with
right.
chips as well. Um, so for those that don't prefer that,
Awesome.
we have sausage
$4.
wrap, and for the kids, if there's kids there that day, I am gonna be offering bean and cheese tacos for them as well.
Yeah, a lot of
Nice,
a lot of
nice.
kids involved.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that don't like chicken. There's a lot of people that don't like meat. Maybe they don't eat chicken or meat or so forth. So
What
for
if I'm a
that,
vegan
Maybe
airsofter?
they're vegan, vegetarian.
I'm sorry.
What if I'm a vegan airsofter? You got something for me?
Um,
I,
They have snacks and they have
it's
snacks
like
and drinks
at
on the side as
the,
well.
I mean, you're
I don't
trying
know
to
how
reach
to
out to
cook
our
tofu,
community.
so
I'm just messing with you guys. All right, so
We sell muffins inside as well.
so that's awesome. Wow, I mean, you guys have the entertainment. You guys got the airsoft. You guys got the music. You guys got uh, raffle tickets. You guys got pretty awesome raffles. And not only that, but you guys got food. So I mean, you pretty much covered almost any festival, minus the airsoft, right? But almost any festival that's ever been around. If you guys have been in San Antonio, you guys know that San Antonio's all a bit big about festivals, right? So,
Yep.
yep.
I
We're
mean,
trying to keep it
2020, you guys
family
are really
oriented.
setting that bar really, really up there. Well, for all the other teams that do want to have their own day, they do want to represent, their teams, and they want to be able to raise money for their teams. You guys are really setting that bar really high. So, good job, man. I mean, shoot, I may be there, to support you guys. I'm definitely gonna buy street tacos. And if I end up using the bathroom more than once, I know why. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Right, that's how
Hey,
you know food is good, right?
it's
It
the
goes right
salsa,
through
bro.
you,
It's the
and
salsa.
I mean, you gotta know that's some good food. All right, let me see. Um, all right, so back to the team. So we talked about the event, right? Let's see. What is your favorite event that you have been to as far as gameplay in 2019?
Well, as we just started in
You guys
basically
been to
about six
events?
months ago, our first event that we went to was War Games, and honestly, I mean, we enjoyed it pretty well. I mean,
It was a different experience for us. It was a learning experience from us,
we
definitely.
all learned a lot that day.
Yeah, we learned a lot that day, especially, I think our first war games was like 105 degrees that day or more, something.
105 degrees.
It was one of the hottest days that we had in San Antonio. So we definitely took that and learned from it and ran with it. Um, I think a lot of our gear, a lot of our loadouts and
Has
stuff
changed
changed
drastically.
since then and because of then as well. Um, Me personally, my favorite event of 2019 was when we actually had the lock-in for LSA Smoke's birthday.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the most fun times and fun days that I've had at AR-15 since and for 2019. So I think other events.
Honestly, no, the lock-in was pretty. It was pretty hype. Not gonna lie, if you didn't go, you missed out on a lot.
There was a lot
Yeah,
of people that showed up. Actually, I think that lock-in broke the record for the amount of players, paid
Yeah, that
active
was a
players
good turnout.
to show up to a lock-in that played every single game until we closed.
yeah, we went off on that they people started showing up. People were there before Birthday Boy was there. We were there
It was
a
crazy.
little after, and we just played nonstop. Psycho came out and he did a very good job at keeping it very entertaining, and
The way
just it was fun.
the games were
The
hosted.
games were different. It's not what you usually see on a regular day at AR-15, just
No, it was
because
completely different. It was a lot more adrenaline fueled.
Yeah, there was a lot of adrenaline going on that day. There was a lot of shooting, and I think one of the best things also there was no meds. There was no
It was
meds, and
fight
that
night
was
rules.
basically yeah, it was
And
fight
Fight
night
Night
rules.
rules.
It was awesome. It was you know be shot, shoot or be shot, and don't complain.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Yeah, so
everybody played fight night rules. I know there was one player who was like, I'm not sure about it, but he was
Oh
his.
yeah,
yeah,
He,
he was
I
just running.
remember. I remembered. So who wants to do Fight Night rules?
You're like, what's fight night rules?
That one guy raised his hand.
Yeah, I think he was just wearing a T-shirt though. That's why, right? He was just
Yeah.
wearing like a thin like band shirt or something.
Well, but even then,
He sucked it up though, and he did a few games with it.
even then, he
yeah,
sucked it up. He was a good sport about it.
yeah. And actually, I think are you one of the reasons why he started airsoft?
That guy who,
Weren't you the one that introduced him to airsoft?
yeah, I kept trying to help him into it. Unfortunately though, I don't think he's as active as he was.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, I got him to try it out. I got him to try it, which is really all that matters.
And that's also one of LSA's focuses as well, is trying to get the community bigger. We talk to people a lot about airsoft. Smoke has gotten a lot of people. Honestly, this guy right here is why we all started playing airsoft again. He was because he started playing right here in the backyard we're standing in. Called me one day. He said, "Hey, Cuzzo, come over and play some airsoft in the backyard." And I came. Next thing I know, I went to we didn't know about AR-15 at the time yet, so I went to academy with a lot of airsofters usually do, and we went and bought airsoft guns. And
Regret that.
yeah, we set up bunkers back here in the backyard and walls, and we played back here in the dark like this and stuff, and that's what got us going. And then
We wanted more out of it.
yeah, I started looking up videos and info and stuff online, and AR-15 came in on the search, and I started watching the videos, and I showed these guys. I was like, "Hey, dude, check it out! We have an arena here. It's indoors."
And that kind of opened a whole new world for me after that. The first day I ever played at AR-15, that's when I knew, like, yeah, this is it.
And it's funny because the first time we went in AR-15, you see us like we have pictures and videos of back then, and you see us just all
You would have no idea.
goofy
that it
looking,
was us.
and
You just have
now
no idea. Like, we started off with the bare minimum, and it's just like we try to encourage everyone who starts off with the bare minimum to just keep going at it,
exactly.
because like you'll grow. It's gonna grow.
Yeah,
over time.
you don't need much to have fun there. You just you need a gun, some BBs, some face protection, and
That's all you need.
that's it. And if you don't have that, Airsoft Revolution has a full line of rentals that you can get as well, and that's what we tell them. We just let them know, like, hey, we have a bunch of guns that you can use, or you can rent
We do
something
it. We
there.
just make sure we do everything we can to make sure they at least try it before they say that they're not into it.
Yeah.
nice, nice,
Well,
nice.
that's
You guys
the
actually
focus.
covered a lot of the questions in that one response to that one question I had.
Sorry.
Let me see. In
Well, you could go ahead and ask them, and we'll just answer with the shortened version.
no, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Hey,
This is our first time doing this, so
We're learning as we go.
that's cool. It's cool. Okay, since you're talking about you're learning as you go, so since you guys started, right? You guys are the newest, greenest team of
That's
AR-15, right? You guys are brand new. Since you've started, now this is something I've always said, to airsofters that have been with us for years, airsofters that have been with us for months, for days, and I'm like, you guys skip out a few months, and then it feels like a few years. Sometimes it feels like, dang, I haven't been here in months, right? So, that
You just said that today.
right,
It feels like,
Yeah.
right.
It feels like I'll miss a week, and it will feel like forever for me.
Right. So since you guys have, since you guys have started, what have you seen that's changed from now to the time that you started? Now, starting with your team and starting with the community, right? Because since you guys are new to the community, you guys are also the first official team from the brand new era of players as well. I mean, right above you guys, it would be 210 TAC, and then after them is DEA, and then and then the list goes on and on and on, right? So, since you guys are the greenest ones, what have you guys seen change not only in your team but also in the community?
Basically, the major changes I've saw within our team was our play styles. You know, the more we played, the more confident we got because we realized, it's just there's nothing to it. It's just fun. It's just all about fun, and the second it stops becoming that is when it gets cloudy.
Yeah.
But one of the most biggest changes was how it brought us together. Before we started playing airsoft, it was how much it brought us together as a family and as a team. It just it made us closer knit than we already were.
Hmm.
The best I can explain.
Yeah, he's got it right. He's got that right because I mean, I would always see him. I'll see him quite a bit, but now we're pretty much over here every weekend. We're playing airsoft almost every weekend. We're always doing something together. My brother as well. We got him into it because at first it was just me and him and little Bubba that you see running around with us sometimes. And we went up to him and said, "Hey, go get an airsoft gun and let's play." And he said, "Okay, bet." So he went and got one also, and it just took off from there. It started us three. Um, that's
Then
what we call it. Like I like to call it the OG3 of LSA because we're the first three that played and started this, and it just took off from there. A lot has changed. A lot and a little has changed between us, but also I guess since we're so new to the AR-15 community and so forth, we haven't gotten to experience or see a lot of the changes going on through the other teams and so forth. But we can see it amongst ourselves how close knit we are, like you said, and how we also play together too. We have more communication. Sometimes we break off in twos, and
it's easier
it's
to
just
we're
we
on the
click.
same page. It's like we're always on the same page, and it's just like we know what the other person we're running with is gonna do.
Yeah, we just click. We honestly, literally, we just click together as a whole team.
And as for the community, like he said, I haven't really noticed major changes as per the teams, but in the actual field itself, there has been a lot more enhancements to the store from when I first started playing, which is
Yeah,
really like
it's awesome.
it's just made a I don't know, it was more of an improvement as a environment aesthetics
Mhm.
wise too. It's just gives you something nice to look at when you walk in.
It's a nice eye catcher.
A nice eye catcher when you walk in and see all the nice displays. Before, yeah, I would notice the changes here and there in the field and players trying to adapt to those small changes. But honestly, I haven't really been around that too long to say any big things.
I have noticed though on our game days are usually Sundays. Sometimes you might catch us there on a Friday or Saturday, or you might catch some of the team there. But usually, for the most part, our game days are Sundays, and we've noticed that the Sundays are growing a lot more. The crowds are coming a lot more on Sundays, and the competitiveness is there as well on Sundays too. Uh, but that's also like I think that's also one of the things that keeps us going on Sundays too. Is just that other teams go, and I know we don't. I know we have less time to play then than on a Saturday. It's just I don't. That's we all have our own families. We all have our own lives as well out of airsoft, and that's kind of the first 2 days of the weekend, Friday, Saturday, are our family days,
And
and then
Sundays are for the
Sundays are for
boys.
the boys. That's how we say it. Sundays for the boys. Sundays for airsoft, and it's just something that we've kept going like that. Unless our significant others are tied up or something, then you'll most likely see us at AR-15.
If
Like
we're
on
not home with
Black
our
Friday,
wives, we're at
they're shopping,
AR-15.
right?
Yeah, if they're shopping or they're wherever with their family, like it's
If
usually
they're
us.
shopping, we're shopping.
Yeah, or or we're chopping, like chopping them down. You know, but
uh,
yeah. So other than that, that's pretty much what we've noticed so far. Josh, Rabbit, do you have anything to say? how the change has been, how things have changed, maybe since we started from a couple months ago, 6 months ago or so to now.
Um, I think the biggest thing that's changed is everyone's loadouts.
Yes.
I kind of personally myself, I really don't delete a lot of my pictures. And the other day I was kind of going through, once in a while I catch myself looking back at my older pictures and just seeing how I used to show up in just a pair of khakis, a pair of Levi khakis, my running shoes, and a shirt that I was just given to by my cousin. And now, how everything's like I've got, my whole loadout's different. I don't even look like you wouldn't even notice who I was if you were to put like two photos side by side.
Yeah, I
But
think it was for all of us.
yeah,
Really.
that's for all of us. I think the whole team, everyone's really
We've
that,
adapted
yeah,
to
our
the
gear has
way
changed.
everyone else was playing. We've basically that was it. We kind of just took off a bunch of shit and we added to what was necessary for us.
Yeah. we
Less
just,
is
like,
more, right?
Yeah,
Less is more.
exactly.
Less is a lot more, and that is one of the major things we learned at playing at AR because
We used to go in with plate carriers and
everything,
bags, and,
layers.
pouches hanging out, and layers, and you look at us, and we're over here drinking bottles and bottles of water because we're just frying ourselves, and
And that just wasn't the way to do it for me.
Nah,
So
man.
we quickly realized it doesn't hurt that bad.
It doesn't hoit.
It doesn't hurt that bad.
They're just BBs, right? I mean,
There's just little plastic balls going
you
through
you gotta see
Nothing hurt.
like my whole left arm. Chucky, who's now probably on a plane to the Navy boot camp. He was on my team, and this was his fight night Friday, and
I think I
we
remember.
had
I think I know exactly what
we
time.
had links from DEA in front, and these guys were running around the corner. I think Smoke or somebody from the other team ended up like taking a long shot all the way across to the front of the Alamo, and they tagged me, right, and I was like, oh, hit. I put on my dead rag and then I pricked in my hand. I was like, all right, hit. These two guys come over and they just light me up from like all right here, dude. And I'm like, all right, bro. Like my back was against the wall, and you just peppered like. I was just like, Jesus, like I'm still hit, like, So yeah, you're right. BBs don't hurt, right? They don't hurt that much. Not compared to paintball, right? Paintball hurts more.
No. Dude,
Compared to paintball, yeah.
honestly, like, one thing in paintball that's especially in tournament wise is bunkering. Like it's you run up on somebody hiding behind a bunker and you shoot them however close you are. So the barrel can literally be on top of their head and you can still shoot them and be okay with it. And honestly, I'd rather have a little 6mm thing hitting me that close than a .68 caliber paintball hitting me, that close as well. So yeah, it don't hurt that much.
Right. All right, cool. So I'm gonna go through do all my shout outs real quick. Again, I don't know why it's not popping up on my YouTube feed and my Twitch feed here. Yep, it hasn't popped up yet. But I'm gonna show you guys. Not show you guys, but I'm gonna go over the Facebook feed at least. We got Christian who joined us. For those of you guys that don't know, he is part of LSA, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Christian,
Cool.
He's LSA Mondo, short for LSA Mandalorian.
former DEA member.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
All right. We got Brandon who's with us. He's also the photographer that I was talking to you guys about earlier. That takes all the photography at like all the mill sims and stuff. He's with Bad BAD or BAAD. Follow him on Facebook, on Instagram. Bad Action Airsoft is what it's called. And we got Shadow with us. Damn, bro, that takes back memories. So Shadow is I don't know if he's still watching, man, but Shadow was part of KLS, which was the team back in the day. They were one of the teams, like the teams to beat. They were way up there as far as who they were, So he's watching. We got David, who's LSA nice guy. Here's a good question here. What big events do y'all plan on attending? or planning to attend?
Um, for right now, we're just kind of trying to focus, I think, on getting ourselves going, getting our team going, working more with the AR-15 for the future, and event-wise, there's not many that we've really considered, except we do want to try some Speed QB events. Like I said, our playstyle is evolving, it's changing, it's a little more fast-paced than what we started. So we do want to eventually travel and go to different places to experience the Speed QB events that they have. So most likely we will be going to
We definitely
California.
have plans on traveling out of state, out of country. Um, so if you see us at all on social media, be sure to hit us up because you never know, we might actually stop by your field.
Nice, nice. So
We're not
you guys are primarily indoor players, correct?
Yes,
pretty
that's
much.
basically what we're focusing on somewhat. We do want to branch out and start playing outdoors / mil sims. Actually, Rabbit and I are going to be going to Texas Paintball this Sunday. As along with some other members, we're going to be branching out these coming weeks to help get the word out for LSA Day.
Yeah, so
Cool.
we're going to be going to Texas Paintball. There's going to be some of us at AR-15, and there's going to be some of us at Mission,
Mission
right?
Yeah.
Or Lavernia, or probably
Lavernia.
both. So we will be short one member, for the time being, but he'll be here for LSA Day, and other than that, I think just that's pretty much our main focus is to get up and get going and experience different events, different types of play, and
Travel,
our
meet
main
new
thing
people.
is BQB. We really want to experience that. We really want to try that, especially like I come from a paintball background, and Christian also comes from a speedball background as well. So I think that'll be a really good
It correlates
experience.
very well together. So if people are trying to quit paintball but still wants that active hobby, some find it too expensive to keep playing paintball. So it would help people transition.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that I've spoken to as well, and they actually know what Speed QB is, or Speed Soft, and so forth. And you know, hopefully one day we can have it here in Texas. And
Because right now it's Speed QB is not in Texas, and that's pretty much what we're trying to introduce in Texas because we'd be the first ones to do it if we get it done.
We talked to SYG back in 2017, I believe, and they wanted us to change the field to fit their actual layout because their layout's very symmetrical, right?
yes,
And
very simple, very symmetrical.
right,
But that's the thing
and
about AR-15 with y'all's. I'll let you finish.
well,
But
I was gonna say they wanted to switch. They wanted us to change the field to the symmetrical side. Either way, it didn't end up happening. But for those of you guys that don't know, we do have plans on moving out of this location. Yes, and our future field will be able to implement that style. Let's say for instance, the center of the field will be able to be taken down, with hinges, and you'll be able to isolate those walls, and then we're really gonna change it up, here at this field here, it's like, oh yeah, our field is movable, and then we move a wall, you know what I mean? And it's a little L-shaped wall that we move. I know at other fields it's kind of similar to that same style, right? But now we really want to put in a lot of more engineering as far as the hinges with locking, lugs and stuff, to where it's like, cool, let's build a not gonna say speed QB field, but let's build a competitive symmetrical style field, for set tournament. Whether it's with SYG or whether it's for AR-15 or any future events that will be hosted at AR-15 or any future properties of AR-15. So just keep that in mind that just because we haven't done it doesn't mean that we hadn't already had it in talks in the past, or we're having talks with other people when for the near future. So always keep your eyes aware, as far as what's coming out.
And
So,
you know that LSA will always be there to help.
well, I
So
appreciate that, guys. Um,
And what I was gonna say about the field at Area 15, how it currently is, um, it gets you ready for any other indoor field.
yeah,
That's all I gotta say. It just doesn't it's a whole different ballgame compared to any other indoor field. It's a whole different breed of airsoft because you have the CQB, but not the way it is in Area 15.
yeah, it AR-15 is basically it's always gonna be our proving grounds. We've learned that field. We know it like the back of our hands, and the tightness, the play style of it, it's just doesn't compare to other places we visited, and it really just kind of made it pretty.
Oh, underwhelming.
I don't want to say bad. It just made it easy for us, kind of basically at the other field, because we're so used to playing at AR-15. We're used to checking our corners. We're used to playing tight. We are used to playing small, tight as we can. And so when we went to this huge field,
Huge indoor field.
it was too easy. Um,
It
that's
was
pretty much as nicely as I can say it is. It was too easy for us. So yeah, it's AR-15 is a whole different beast. It is. It's definitely a whole different experience that people need to try
so
out.
I would definitely implement the same layout into the new field that you're gonna be working on.
yeah, we got Raptor who just joined on. He said, whack from the news that I had just said about how we're going to be able to build the symmetrical field. It's not going to be a permanent symmetrical field because
No,
for those of you guys that don't know, it's Raptor and a bunch of input from all the other players that we were able to design and build the new field that we have now. Because for those of you guys that have been with us since day one, my OGs, right?
yeah,
Um, you guys have seen the field change and evolve over the past 5 years to what it is now. And a lot of people still come up to me, till today, and they're like, "Yo, Psycho, when are we gonna change the layout again?" I'm like, "Bro, you don't realize the amount of ingenuity that went into this field. As far as it's not just about putting up a wall, putting up a piece of cover because you're getting spawn trapped in this corner. No, it has a lot to do with
hmm
it really complements all kinds of play styles. You got your Milson play style. You got your CQB, clearing style. You have your military mindset of hey, we're gonna breach in number one, number two, and stuff. And then you got your speed softers that they want their figure eights. They want their big loops to where they could just run and not run into a barrier or not have to zigzag so much because they want to be able to be able to get through and move around quick. So yeah, I don't want to toot our own horn too much because this is an LSA video, but just to talk
no,
to you guys about how
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Toot. Well, honestly, like I
so
said, I tweeted it for y'all. Like AR-15 is a whole nother beast, and that's why we love it so much. It's a play style for everybody, and I actually saw some old videos and footage of how AR-15 used to be a few years ago, and it's different, way different.
yeah. So going back to how the layout is and stuff, guys. We always try to we design the field for the players that are existing at that moment in time, the era of that players, right?
hmm
2020 is going to be a massive change for AR-15. AR-15 looks like you guys are going to be getting a massive change as well. With your new jerseys and stuff. I mean, we have the Texas Partisans who have the matching loadout as far as the Russian loadout, the Russian kits and stuff like that. We have Scar that we rock pretty much all the Gucci stuff, right? Everybody has
hmm
their unique style. In the team, we have Black Lions, BLK. They rock the black, with with their their name here on the side, and they got their line with the crown. We got pandas still, somewhere around, and they rock down their tan top with their black bottoms. You got, again, you got so many teams, 210 Tag, DEA, who rocks the M81s, or they rock the M81s with the khakis, everybody has their very unique style, and you guys are going to be, I think, the first ones to actually have jerseys like paintball. So, I mean, bringing that new look to AR-15 is one, is going to be different, and that's going to set you guys apart already. So, again, the new era, hashtag new era, right? Um, it's not just you guys, but it's everybody. Everybody's evolving. Everybody's getting new gear. When you think you have everything set, something always comes up and you change it again, right? So yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, I can go over every little thing that everybody's saying here, but pretty much everybody wanted to know who LSA was, and you guys were able to answer that. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We talked about what LSA Day is and what it's going to be about. Where do you guys see yourselves in 5 or 10 years in either the sport, unquote sport, the hobby, yeah, whatever you guys want to call it, right? Where do you guys see LSA, and where do you guys see uh, the community, and where do you see
I
yourself in the community in 5 to 10 years?
feel like I'm doing my uh, high school speech again. Um, go ahead, Smoke. I know you're gonna say something.
Well, I see us as a team
At
um,
AR-15.
at AR-15 still, but this time, we're helping incorporate a lot more ideas into what's going on, and we will be able to be throwing a whole lot more events because by that time I'm pretty sure people will recognize
Well, say,
who
yeah.
LSA is and where their home field is at, and that'll be basically the main goal, is to just grow the airsoft community as a whole, and not turn down any single player. Would basically be my goal, to continue to do that.
Yeah, we're just about helping people play. We just want them to grow with it as well. We want them to be interested and to play airsoft. And it's just like, what, 2 weeks ago you had there was a couple little kids that were like 7 years old playing, and they wanted to play with the big guys. They didn't want to. They were playing individually by themselves amongst them and like their brother and dad.
And
And
they kept up.
they wanted to stick with us.
They stuck with us, and one of the little guys was following me around the whole time, and
I had one, and he had one, and
the way they reacted towards us kind of gave me a sense of well, it made me happy.
It felt good.
It felt good, to see them like that, and to see that there's hope for the future of the sport.
And one got shot in the finger like from like 5 feet away, and he caught it. He caught it like in his hand.
He caught the BB in his hand.
Yeah.
And you have grown-ass men complaining.
Are you talking about me because I got shot in the arm? I'll see you on Sunday, Smoke. I was just kidding. I was just kidding. All right, guys. So you guys, do you guys see yourselves like you? I mean, you just said you guys almost see yourselves like a mentor. Do you guys see maybe a junior LSA crew somewhere?
That's basically
A junior LSA group? I mean,
that could be a possibility. I mean, because with the direction we're trying to go, that doesn't seem too far fetched.
we have our own youngster that runs around with us, and we're trying to get him to break out of his shell and more into the airsoft. And
It's been
you never know, he might be the one running that junior LSA day.
That's another subject I wanted to touch on real quick. Is just another major change, like part of major changes. My little cousin, he broke out of his shell like a lot. He was a very quiet, shy kid, and ever since I started taking him with me, he's just been like
like, I don't know, he's just been more active.
Yeah, and
You
he's
know,
the guys love him, and he's literally just one of us. So he just
And that's probably will be the main reason I continue to play, is to get more people into it and to see everyone else enjoying themselves, having fun, meeting new people. That's always going to be something that's going to stick with us.
Yep.
Yeah, even if we fall off as a team, even if we don't play, I still feel like we're going to contribute to the airsoft community,
one way or another.
one way or another.
All right. Again, guys. So question for me. So if anybody wants to join LSA, is there a process to join LSA? Are you guys taking any applicants? How does that work?
Right now, as we sit, we're fine.
And we're pretty comfortable with what we have right now as a team.
We may be looking for a player or two to fill in case anyone's absent.
So you guys always want to have a presence,
Yeah,
somewhere, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
so if someone can't go to this event or something that day, hey, call so and so, and I mean, he's part of the team. He's gonna be a part of the team. It's just that we just have more people to fill in for that one person. Like especially in Speak QB, they're 5-man tournaments. So,
As a 6-man team, one of us is gonna have to sit out. So
yeah, so we're always gonna have an extra, some to fill in the spots that need be. But as for process wise,
If that's
we
something
just
for
have
2020.
uh, process-wise, no, we don't really have a process.
we play with you for a while. We check you out. We're watching you before we even approach you. Honestly, where we started watching, it's kind of like we're scouting you. Greg Popovich has his scouts go and check out teams for the Spurs. Well, we kind of do the same thing. We scout players. That's how he found Christian. Um, so that's how we found Strange. Alejandro got him into airsoft.
Waited to see how how he played, how active he was going to be in the sport, and then as soon as I saw that, as soon as I saw him play, as soon as I saw him, acquiring stuff left and right for airsoft, that's when I knew he
was about it.
He was about it.
Y'all ready for the shade?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. We're ready.
Come on, because this is down and dirty, bro. We got really politically correct. We did all the cool stuff. We did all the cool promoting. We did all the cool shout outs. For those of you guys that know Strange, he was part of 210 Tech. So how was that? I know it's a touchy subject, right? But how was that? How did that play a factor into getting him in LSA? Like, how do you feel about team poaching?
I wouldn't say we were team poaching because we really
Definitely
weren't.
not team poaching.
The reason Strange playing airsoft right now is because of us, because of Andro.
Right.
So we used to play at a place on a private property that, we used to talk to y'all about, and we used to call it D6. That's where we first met and played.
That's where
With Strange, or that's where I first met Strange, and that's where he first played airsoft. And from that moment forward, he was already on our radar, and we were already watching him. He was already supposed to be with us on our team. The reason why it wasn't a fast reaction is because literally LSA came to be about him and I driving over there one day to D6 to go play, and I said, "Hey, let's make a team."
Yeah,
Let's
it was
make a
kind of
YouTube.
on the spot thing.
And-
We were driving there
Yeah.
to go play at property, and it was kind of sudden.
So at that
So
time,
do you guys? So
we
do you
weren't
guys
really-
talk to? Do you guys talk to Scorpio from 210 Tag before you do it, or you just like, yo, you're on my
We
team now?
haven't. Strange did. Strange had already acknowledged the fact that he wanted to come with LSA. There's nothing that it was already certain. He wanted to be part of LSA. He should have been a part of LSA from the beginning.
It was more of a misunderstanding on both of our part, both his part, because
he thought we weren't gonna. He thought we didn't want him, but in reality we did. Yeah. And it just happened that a more established team before us came and said, "Hey, are you on a team?" No, I'm not. Would you like to be on a team? Well, shit, yeah. Like he loved the sport by then, he liked the hobby by then, and he just we were still trying to
And
set
at that
ourselves
time,
up.
we were still trying to form the team.
Yeah,
Right.
so it was actually him, Strange, and Nice Guy were already gonna supposed to be on our team because they were already on our radar, and literally they started playing airsoft because of LSA Smoke. So
I don't mean to pat myself on the back, but like,
yeah, um, so it's just I wouldn't call it team poaching. They both left
for
on
their
their
own
own
reasons.
terms for their own reasons.
I team poach. I'm just kidding.
Nice
I kind of
Guy.
do.
Yeah,
I took Ninja. I took Runner. I took. I'm just kidding. No,
Do you need a hunting license? Oh no, you're poaching. Never mind, I'm poaching.
you don't need a license for that. I'm just kidding. No, but I just for the record, I know a lot of people are are gonna wonder why aren't you
like
rocking
you want
this
to put a
patch no
team
more?
LSA?
What?
What? Go ahead.
What?
Oh, yeah. So is there gonna be an LSA patch?
Yes,
Yes.
we're working on that right now.
Yes. We're working
Okay.
on that. We are kind of shopping around different companies just because a lot of companies have a minimum of patches that you have to buy, and a lot of them are really high minimum. So I found one that I think he would let us get 30 at a time, and
Which was a good start.
yeah, he does a really good start. He does good
I
work,
need
good
one for my
quality.
patch wall, man. I only have
Yeah.
one team here that's giving me a patch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that team no longer plays there. They're banned from there, actually.
Yeah.
these guys.
I do want to step something back, like on the team guys coming over. I think when Nice Guy decided he wanted to play with LSA, he actually was about to quit Airsoft. He started selling a lot of his gear. He started getting rid of a lot of his stuff. He was gonna quit Airsoft, and Hondro
I
talked
felt
him into it.
bad, and I made some, I made some trades with some other people to get me some more stuff, and then I helped him out with the stuff that I traded, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, and
So I made sure he stayed in.
yeah,
I was not about to let him quit.
yeah. He's also just somebody that Hondro's known for quite a while too.
Did you
But
guys
yeah,
steal him too?
we didn't steal him. He technically quit and then joined us.
Wow.
He was gonna quit Airsoft as a whole. Like he
Y'all
was not
took
gonna play Airsoft
Christian. Y'all
anymore.
took. I'm just...
Wait, all we do is we just put an offer
Hey,
on the table.
we'll poach Psycho too if that.
Yeah,
nice.
We see
Nice.
we see the way you look at our drip.
he looks real poachable. He's approachable, poachable.
He's a poachable person.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, patches, we're working on it. We are gonna have a team patch. It's probably gonna involve the logo that you see on our flyer. It might change.
Definitely
There's
something
so many-
Lone Star related.
It's gonna be San Antonio or Texas related or both or something, you know. I just haven't really drawn.
No, don't say it.
What?
Don't say it.
What?
Say it. I heard that laugh.
I didn't say anything. I was just reading the
You don't have
comments,
to say
man.
anything. That's the thing. You don't have
I
to
don't
say
even
anything.
know what you're
I
gonna
already
say.
know what you're.
All right.
But
So-
you don't have to say it now.
All right. So if you guys want to see these guys, hey, you guys gonna be for the end of year celebration of AR-15? You guys gonna be there?
Definitely try to make it up.
29th?
That's the 29th, right?
Yes. That is the last Sunday of the year. Instead of doing War Games, War Games is canceled for this month. And everybody will be on the 29th at AR-15 for the last day of the year. So for all the other teams that you guys want to call, I'm sorry, you guys want to invite them over to play. I was gonna say call out, but no, invite them over to play.
Yeah, definitely. Come on
No.
out, teams. Get out there, play. We're gonna be there. I think we're
All
gonna be short.
ages.
We're gonna be short one member because he's gonna be on his vacation, and he'll be in the Dominican Republic till I think the 4th of January or 7th.
You guys
So
are
we'll be
recruiting
short
over there?
I'm sorry.
You guys are recruiting over there?
Yes, yeah, we're saying we want
We're
some.
sending over there to recruit.
You know, we got somebody in Europe too. We want some European two-step going on.
We got someone in Montreal right now too.
Yeah.
Dang, you guys gonna be like Panda. Y'all
Yeah, I
gonna
actually
get
have a homie in Hawaii.
like a
Yeah, we're looking at
thousand
Hawaii.
LSA
Well,
members.
that's be prepared for that, honestly, because that's the plan.
Yeah,
We
wow.
might not just stick to Texas. We might have LSA regions. You know.
So
we
how
might
do you
have-
how do you do LSA though? I mean, if it's gonna be like LSA
Well,
California,
Well,
That's
how does the Spurs do theirs? They got players that they play in Austin. They have their team there, and how does other sports teams do theirs? And they have different players in regions.
well they're not
They still
called,
play for them.
but they're not called LSA. I mean, it's not. It's like Los Angeles Lakers, bro. You know what I mean? It's not like Miami Lakers.
well, I mean, another idea that I had was to keep LSA, but as the team that we are now, and then make a whole new branch, a small, another not team but community.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
where anyone can be a part of, really.
Oh wow. Okay. That's again. That's another news that you guys are bringing over. As far as not just branching from San Antonio, but now you're just like creating communities all over the
Yeah,
world.
say you don't want to, say you don't run with teams, say you don't have anyone to play with you, or you're just getting into it, follow Lone Star Airsoft, we'll help you and you know,
Get you on the right
we'll
track.
get you on the right track.
Is that gonna be y'all's slogan? We'll get you in the right track.
We'll get you on the right
We're
track.
working on it.
What can LSA do for you?
You should put like a train with a track. You know what I mean? Like get you on the right track. I'm just kidding. All right, guys. So that's all I got. You guys got any outros you guys want to? Any shout outs to your peoples?
Shout out to Potts,
Shout out-
my boy Potts from Black Lions.
Yep.
Shout out to Dusty Krusty. He's a cool kid.
Mouse.
Our boy Mouse.
He's been playing. He's been like a friend of mine since the beginning. I think since our first war games.
Mouse has been a good ally
Shout
to
out
us.
to the teammates that aren't here.
Yes.
Shout out to our
Strange,
teammates, Strange,
Nice
Nice
Guy,
Guy, Christian, Mando.
Mando.
So shout out to them. Shout out to Mike, the new enforcer at AR-15 as well. He's
Michael.
Shout out to AR-15 as a whole, in general, as a community, whoever we might miss.
Shout out to Lydia specifically for
Putting up with us.
putting up with us and keeping AR on its feet.
So other than that, yeah, Potts, Simba, all of y'all. We hope to see you on the 29th for the end of the year blast, and hope to see y'all at LSA Day as well.
My Ninja.
Ninja, of course, definitely Ninja.
Would you
You
say
know,
Ninja's like the
Roger.
godfather of LSA?
You could say that, yeah.
Would he
You could say
be
that. He's helped
out of all the players at Air 15? Who would be like y'all's mentor?
me personally, I would say Ninja. He's helped me change a lot of my tactics. He's helped me I've learned a lot of play styles from him actually.
gun-wise,
Gun wise,
guns,
movement
tactics,
wise.
movements, I personally, I don't know. I play my own way. But I would have to honestly probably, vouch for Potts and Ninja and Simba. They're pretty much the ones that I've adopted. I watch the way they play. If you notice, I move a lot more now than when I first started. And that's just from watching those guys play, and I see what they do now. I know watching Ninja also from up top, up on the enforcer window, and seeing how he plays and moves. I've adapted a lot of his play style, a lot of Potts' play style, a lot of Simba's play style into the way I play. I also have adapted some of Psycho's play style into the way I play too.
Like the easiest.
Just because, I mean, he's like the easiest one to play, so I'm
No, don't say that.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, because I don't like getting shot in the arms. But yeah, honestly, no, just being serious, like Ninja, Potts, Simba, and Psycho are all. I took little parts from each one and I've adapted it into my own playstyle, and I've noticed the big change.
Actually, hold up. Quick step back. Biggest person I forgot to mention was Pockets. He has taught me so much in my time there that it's just like I don't even notice it at this point. It's just like he's
Grandpa
cool.
Pockets. He's like,
Pockets.
have a seat in my rocking chair. Let me preach to you real quick, Sonny.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's
That's
just like the old wise wizard.
Old wise wizard.
That's also another person.
Shout out to
Wizard.
Oh, shout out to
We
Wizard.
just saw Wizard.
We
like,
just saw him at
a
AR-15.
couple hours ago at AR-15.
You know, he's gonna be leaving us in, a while. So it was a great
Shout out,
opportunity to be playing with him.
shout out to Chucky for giving me my first ever 1v1 at AR-15.
That too, Chucky. I know he's leaving us as well for a while.
You know,
so
stay safe out there, man.
both of y'all, stay safe out there. Stay froggy, man. So thank y'all for giving us the opportunity to play with y'all and learn from y'all as well.
And I believe that's it.
I think
For
that's pretty much it. Shout outs wise,
we can keep going. We appreciate everyone we play with.
Yeah.
You know, but
um, so other than that, yeah.
oh yeah, we can't forget. Can't forget to mention 210 Tech Scorpio.
Yeah.
There
Shout
you
out to
go.
Scorpio.
He's always he's helped us. He's always been there as a lending hand for us as well. He helps us whenever we need something. If he's there, oh, you need a battery. Oh, you need a mag. Oh, you need something. Here's a SD card. Here's this. He's
He's always quick
always
to lend a help.
helped us a lot. So big shout out to Scorpio from 210 Tech and the other guys on there as well.
Who's left, right? Whoever's left.
Jesus Christ. Oh, Logic. Shout out to Logic
I
from
said Logic there, yeah.
Okay, well, shout out to Logic again.
Híjoles, this is the longest shout out ever in the history of AR-15.
Well, because we've learned a lot from everybody playing. We said, we went in there blind.
Shout out to
and,
my man's Harvey. Bro,
Yeah,
my
Harvey.
man's Harvey for keeping the rules to 100%. Like he is on top of that enforcer.
He's the one enforcer that gets mad when you shoot someone in the nuts. I mean, it's not like we're doing it on purpose, but it happens,
Yeah, shout out to Harvey who likes to stack the team against me.
Who likes to stack?
He's like, Psycho, you're good? Prove it.
But yeah, no, it's just like I said, we went to AR-15 blind, and we've learned, and we've saw a little bit from everybody. So
mainly you was just you guys at AR-15.
It's just the whole family, bro. The whole family.
Lydia, Dom, you guys just treated us like family from the get-go, and that's honestly what made us keep coming back.
yeah, honestly, that's why we try and do what we do to try and help AR-15, and I'm thinking of designs and stuff to build for the arena and all that stuff, because other than that, I wouldn't be doing it if y'all didn't treat us the way y'all do and take care of us the way y'all do.
Who do you think is the best player at
Out of
AR-15?
everybody?
At AR-15?
Who?
At AR-15?
The best player at AR-15. The best player.
What's the category?
I don't know. What category would you guys pick? Leadership, play style.
At AR-15?
Loadout.
From AR-15 or from LSA?
Swag. Well, let's start off with LSA. Who's the best one out of y'all guys? Obviously, it'd probably be Smoke, right? Because he's a champion. But we got Rabbit, who's like I've never seen anybody get back to respawn as fast as Rabbit. That dude, he gets hit, he goes back to respawn, comes right back to the same spot. I'm like, yo, what are you doing, my dude?
Honestly, I would vote for Christian.
Christian.
Honestly,
Christian's up there.
Christian's really, the way he plays for as big as a guy as he is and how low he plays.
He's taller than me.
Yeah,
and Hondro,
it's playing against Christian. coming around corners and just seeing the right side of his mask coming out of a corner in his barrel of his gun.
When he peeks the corner, all you're gonna see is that
Christian's
lens
really well
and that barrel.
seasoned
That's
up
all
there.
you're gonna see.
he gets me a lot when I play against him. So yeah,
Just get ready for headshots when you play against him.
I would say Christian.
I would say
Christian?
Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And AR-15? What about AR-15? that you guys have
Ooh.
come up against?
Personally, the best player I've ever played at AR-15.
I would,
Damn, that's a hard one because it's kind of like a decision between 2 or 3 people.
yeah.
I'd say Simba from Black.
Simba, nice. He's a good choice.
From like the few times that I played with him, the same with him. How low
I call him our version of Airsoft Jesus.
I would definitely say one of the BLK members or yeah, honestly, one of the BLK members.
Yeah.
I would
say Simba. Simba's my choice for right now.
For me, it's like it's
I haven't really played too much with Simba, so I gotta say Potts.
my 3 is Simba, Potts, and Ninja.
Simba, Potts, and Ninja?
Yeah.
Nice. Like, nobody else, right? Nobody crosses that head.
No,
I mean-
nobody that we could think of.
I'm pretty sure every time I hit Jesse, he never got one shot on me at least.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm not throwing shade, but nobody else, like, nobody comes to mind at all. No fast players, no, like, super low players, no dinosaur players.
But you never want to play, so. You know?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
You know, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about because I've gotten you plenty of times.
I guess you have to show up, you have to play in order for you to be even a scar in somebody's memory, correct?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I can't
No
get
matter if you've been doing this for years.
I can't get scarred if no one inflicted it, you know?
Yeah, I feel the pain. All right, guys. I don't want to take too much of your time, man. We're already about an hour and 30 minutes or so into it. But thank you guys for joining me today. Yeah, thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you for answering all the awesome questions that we had.
Sorry, if this wasn't too organized. This was basically our first time.
I had all the
interview, I
questions
guess?
answered. but
Yes,
they're
everything
on
was
the phone
answered.
that Got the video chat, so
No, we're good, guys. We're good. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. One last thing. No more shout outs to everybody in the world. But one last thing from LSA to the AR-15 family. All the the millions of viewers at home watching. You guys, one last thing, real quick. From LSA to you.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, or Happy Holidays from our family to y'all.
Stay safe, stay warm,
And stay froggy.
stay froggy.
All right, guys, that's all we got from now. So from our family to yours, live the game. Wrong button again.
And if you like that video, make sure to check out all our other ones by subscribing and getting the latest by hitting the notification bell.
Hey guys, don't forget you can earn an all-day admission simply by coming into play. Fill out this punch card. It's 1 punch per person per visit. Once it's completed, turn it in for an all-day admission.
Don't forget to check out all our other social media sites as far as Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch to get some of our latest live streams and latest content out there for you. So we hope to see you guys here. So from our family to yours, live the game.